Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome to another special in between the series episode of the Israel Issue, when we're bringing to you interviews with Dom Finto, Bodie Tony and Mark Biltz, when they'll be sharing their views about the Let the Lion Roar film, out of which the Israel Issue comes, and why they see it being such an effective door opener to helping people understand God's continuing purposes for Israel, and how anti-Semitism crept into the church in its early centuries, and how replacement theology has affected the church ever since, and so much more as well. So let's go straight over to these interviews with Dom Finto, Bodie Tony and Mark Biltz.
I'm Dom Finto. The film is Let the Lion Roar. It's what's called a docudrama, part documentary. And it's an amazing kind of film that needs to be seen all over the world today because of such a rise of anti-Semitism. And it's about the church and how they've missed their relationship with our Jewish roots and how that's affected the church worldwide. And when we reclaim that connection, it's going to release blessings all over the world. You know, when I began to read the script, I was not prepared for really the emotional experience that I had when I got down to reading the Jeremiah part, which was the part that I was to play. Only a few lines, but I really felt the weight of what Jeremiah was saying. It's a good character for me in a sense because, as you can tell, I like the beard so well that I'm just holding on to it for a little while. But it's a good character because Jeremiah for 40 years was trying to warn Israel to return to the Lord so that the blessings of God would flow into them. I'm actually looking for everything that we can do in our generation to awaken the church to the dangers that are there because of our lack of, because of our having forsaken the Jewish roots of our faith. I very much believe that this is a major challenge that is ours for the next generation. Well, it's interesting that here we're only about, 50, 60 years past the Holocaust, and yet a great portion of the world doesn't even know there has been a Holocaust. And so there is a rise of anti-Semitism all over the world, in just about every nation. The Zechariah 14 is coming true in our day that every nation turns against Jerusalem. So it's important that the church worldwide understands our Jewish roots and why we need to stand with this host people who brought the Redeemer.
Let the Lion Roar is about the Jewish roots of Christianity and the impact that has had on the church and on the world. And I believe the strongest message is that the church needs to remember the importance of our Jewish roots, the fact that we are grafted in to the Hebrew nation. My entire life has been focused on telling the truth about Israel and writing it in a fictional way. You know, I worked for John Wayne, and when I told John Wayne that I wanted to write about the rebirth of Israel as a nation, he said, well, you gotta do it. It's the Jewish Alamo. And so when I heard about this project, I knew that this was something that was exactly parallel to what I have spent my lifetime writing about. This film presents the facts and presents them accurately. We are right now living in a world that is on the brink of a new rise of the most horrific anti-Semitism. I would say, as a historical novelist, this is very similar to Germany in 1932. And so if you look around, whether it's in America or around the world, when you look at what's going on in the world, the relevance of this film is like no other, because it equips anyone who sees it to understand, to comprehend the importance of Israel, the significance of Israel, the truth that God does not lie and His promises are irrevocable. This will change your life. This will empower you. This will give you something that you can take to the world. This will give you a knowledge in a very concise way that you need. In the world, the way it's going right now, you need to know these things. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it. You can't forget it. This is something that will challenge you, that will change your life forever. People are going to walk away and say, wow, God said, I will bless those who bless Israel. I will curse those who curse Israel. I better get off the fence and start blessing Israel.
My experience on this film was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It's like seeing a lost family, lost friends, as well as people I already knew. But I think one of the things about doing this film to me that was just so important was being able to express the truth of what Jesus, Yeshua, was really like. To me, doing this film, the experience was just fantastic, and I just so appreciate having this opportunity to bring authenticity to the Bible. The thing that got me attracted to this film more than anything else was finally in history, there's going to be a film with true authenticity about the Bible and the Jewish roots of our faith. Because all too often, Christians have totally separated themselves from anything Jewish. Some of it is because they've been taught wrong. Some of it is anti-Semitism. But I was so excited about this film when I saw the authenticity that it was going to bring. For me, the greatest thing is passion. People that are passionate about what they're doing. And I really see that here. The thing that sets this documentary apart more than anything else, again, is the people that are producing the film understand. They get it. They know that Jesus was Jewish. And so to me, that is the most exciting thing to me, is the fact that the producers know what they're doing. They're not trying to just please the crowds with a fantastic film, but they're trying to bring, again, authenticity to the Bible. Shock and awe. Shock and awe. I think they're going to love it. I think they're going to go away with a couple of feelings. One of them is the feeling that I hear all the time when people come and listen to me speak. It's, I've been robbed. Why didn't I know this? Why didn't I see this? Why haven't I been taught this? Anti-Semitism is very strong in the world today, and I think this authenticity of this film getting out is going to help everyone have a better understanding of our brethren, the Jewish people. I would say that this film is going to radically change your life. It's going to be a paradigm shift. This needs to get out into all the world. Let the Lion Roar is going to blow your mind.
So if you've not watched the Let the Lion Roar film, or you can think of someone who'd really benefit from watching it, actually maybe a whole group of people who could benefit from watching it, then do take advantage of our special summer promotional offer. It contains the box set, which includes the film and the Escaping the Great Deception book, which has in it so much more teaching than we were able to put into the film, which will really help you understand in much greater depth the background to the message of the Let the Lion Roar film. So do take advantage of this offer so that you can share this message and help others to share this message with the church, which so needs to be helped to understand it in the times in which we are increasingly living. And I look forward to being back with you soon with the next series of the Israel Issue, and we're going to be thinking about some of the answers to those tough questions which arise from God's choice of the people of Israel to be a holy nation and a kingdom of priests. Looking forward to being back with you soon with that next series of the Israel Issue.